would like to do a Q&A because I'm getting a lot of questions, and instead of just replying to them all, because it's the same question over and over again and you're wasting your time having to type it, so I thought it'd be better if I did a Q&A. So I'm gonna do one if I get enough questions, but I feel like I'm a bit of a loser, so I probably won't get that many questions. But if I do get that many questions, then I will do one. So if you have a question, then please comment below, and it can be about anything. You know, if you wanted to question me about my boogers, actually no, don't ask me about my boogers. Yeah, but you know, anything reasonable and I will answer it. Hi guys, so today I'm doing my monthly favourites and my monthly fails. So let's just get straight into it. Today is all makeup, by the way, which makes me really happy. So my first favourite is by Soap & Glory, and it's One Heck of a Blot All Day Liquid to Powder Foundation, and I've got this in the colour Caramel. That's actually what I've got on my face today. Lately I've been extremely oily because I like my dewy foundations. And I don't like to powder really that much. I don't like lots of powder. I feel like it looks cakey. So yeah, I had to find something that I could use foundation wise, and I found this. And blooming alarm. Why have I got an alarm set for 11 o'clock at night? I lost my momentum. Yeah, so I have been loving this foundation. I don't get oily with it. I stay completely matte, and I've now started getting into matte foundations and just using a lot of highlighter so I still have a glow. So yeah, I've been really loving this. It's full coverage, so I don't really actually need concealer, but I use concealer to highlight, but I don't. It covers my dark circles, it covers my hyperpigmentation. The only thing I will say is, well, this is from the Boots that I went to. There was only 4 shades, and I never find my shade, and I was lucky enough that Caramel, the darkest shade, was my shade. I don't know why this is the darkest shade, because I'm quite light for a brownie, so yeah, I don't understand. They've forgotten that, you know, there's people in this world that in the lightest shade, it wouldn't fit a paler person. So I'm not really understanding what's going on, but they must assume that everyone else just doesn't wear foundation, which is a bit disappointing. So yeah, but anyway, I do really like it. So yeah, that was meant to be a favourite. I'll put it there so you can... Next is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and this is in the shade Y405, so this was old 153. I love this because it is a yellow based foundation, and finding yellow based foundations is like finding something really hard to find. It's very dewy, but I don't mind that. I can make do with it. It's full coverage. It's buildable to full coverage, I would say, medium to full, depending how much you like to cake your face. I like to cake it a lot. And it's very long wearing. I wear this on long days. It does last till when I get home, and it's not starting to go all funny around my oily areas, which is good. So that's why it's a favourite. Next is by Soap & Glory, and this is the like counterpart to the foundation. It's a primer, and it's called One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. Primer is just very good. I prefer it to the Benefit Professional because it's less silicone-y, and I don't really like silicone because I feel like they shouldn't be blocking my pores, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense, does it? I swear I say that every video, that doesn't make sense. But this primer is really good. It mattifies me, so if I want to wear my dewy foundation, I just need to pop this on my face before, and I will be dewy, but I won't be oily. That's what I want. So I really like this as well. I got this from Boots as well. Okay. Next is the Real Techniques Bold Metals collection, and I like most of the brushes, but this is my favourite. This is a 301, and this is it's a contour brush. I love the fact that it's flat topped. I feel like blending is much more easier when it's a flat top brush, and it's also rectangular. I don't know if you can see, but it's not a round brush, so it fits right into my cheekbones, but then it doesn't give it like a harsh line as well, because it's kind of tapered at the edges. It kind of like blends it nicely. Don't you guys wish I could speak properly? I do wish I could speak properly sometimes, but it just doesn't happen for me. Yeah, so I've been loving this brush. Next by Makeup Revolution, and I bought a set. I think it's coming out for Christmas, and it's basically 5 brushes for £15, and these are one of the brushes. I got a duo fibre brush, which I mentioned in my last video, the Chatty Get Rid of Me, how much I love that brush, so I thought I won't mention it again. But this is another brush of theirs, and this is the slanted face brush, and this is F105 because they have fancy names, which I like. And I use this to set my contour and to bronze my face, and it's very nice. I like the fact that it's slanted. I do like slanted brushes for bronzing my face, and it's very, very soft and fluffy, which you don't usually get from drugstore brushes. They're kind of a bit hard and bristly, but this is very soft and fluffy, so it blends out very nicely. Oh! Next is a lipstick, and it's by Urban Decay, and it is in the colour 1993, and I think they made it just for me because that's actually the year that I was born. It's a matte lipstick, and it looks red in the camera, but it's brown. It's like that perfect nude brown. It doesn't look like it's nude, but it doesn't look like it's bright or vibrant. It's just like a nice muted nude that looks kind of natural, but it's got more brown tone than it has got more pinky tones in the range of all these Kylie Jenner colours, if that makes sense. And I'll give you a swatch here. Hopefully in the viewfinder it's not what the colour is. I always find it so baffling how I look at it here, it's brown, I look at it there and it's pink. So yeah, what I'll do, another famous lipstick that's very similar to that is Gerard's Cosmetics 1995. Oh, it's 2 years after. And I'll swatch it next to it so you can see the comparison. As you can see, it's much more browner than this colour, and this is like that Kylie Jenner muted nude colour, and you can see it's much more brown, if that's a good comparison. Hopefully the colour shows up nicely. And there's one more brush, and then we're done with the favourites. And this is the Real Techniques Bold Metals collection again, and this is 201. And this is, I'm assuming, it doesn't say, but I'm assuming it's a crease brush. But I've been using it to contour my nose. It does a really nice job because I pick up the contour colour on the tip because it's a dome-shaped brush, and as I blend it in, the sides that don't have the contour colour help blend it out and look more natural. Yeah, that's what happens. So, I know I said lastly before, but this is actually the last one. And this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pressed. No, this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, which is pressed in the colour Champagne Pop. So this is the one that Jacqueline Hill made. I used it in my last Get Ready With Me. I have it on my face and my brow bone today, and this is the colour. And like I said in my chat Get Ready With Me, when I first heard that it came out, I was like, okay, well, Jacqueline's very pale and I'm brown, so she's probably going to come up with a highlighter that's for pale people. But I saw it and I was shocked because it actually is for everyone. I've seen it on multiple skin tones now, and it just looks amazing. It does dark you get. I haven't seen this come up ashy on anyone dark, and I haven't seen this come up orange on anyone pale. So this is really a universal highlighter, and I don't think I've ever come across a universal highlighter, and I'm into highlighters, so I've come across a lot of highlighters, so I'm very pleased with it, and it looks very nice. And I go on to my fails. The first one is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil in Illuminating Mineral Veil. I don't think I said that wrong. Right? I can't talk today. I literally can't talk today. If I was another human being, I would hit myself. But because I'm myself, I don't want to hit myself, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. Basically, it's meant to be a highlighting powder that you're meant to like set your under eyes with and highlight with. The reason this is a veil is because it comes off very cakey. For one, it creases really bad, and it's meant to be for like your under eyes and that kind of thing, but there's glitter in it, and the glitter is not finely milled. It's very, very pale, and I was told that I could use it. Now if I use it, I look like I'm so ashy, and someone would come and moisturise my face for me, because I know if someone looked like how I look with this on, I would offer them some cocoa butter. Yes, it's just very pale. I think if you're white, this could be nice for you, but as long as you don't mind glittery powders, because it's very glittery. So yeah, just think it was a waste of money. Next, I was actually really surprised about, because everyone has been banging on about how amazing Kevyn Aucoin is. So I got the Kevyn Aucoin, what is this? The Art of Contouring book. And it has his famous Celestial powders in Candlelight and two other ones, I don't know what the names of them are. Yeah, and the famous contouring colour in Sculpt. So I had really high hopes for this. And it also came with two brown colours here, a warm one and a cool one. And it's meant to be for contouring and also for your eyebrows. I'll give you a good look at it here, properly what's going on here. And so I had really high hopes for this. And it's not very good. I just feel like the colours are not that pigmented and they're very dry. And I mean, the highlight's alright. It is not very light reflectant, if that makes sense. It's like a matte powder like I could use to set my under eyes, and I don't think it would look that silly, and it's meant to be a highlighter. So that's why it's a fail for me this month. I'm actually very disappointed with you, Kevyn. How could you do this to me? You made me spend so much money. It's a pretty book though. It is pretty. Okay, so that was it for my monthly favourites and my monthly fails. So please subscribe, as I do this every month now. So if you would like to see, then you know, you should just subscribe and then you can say. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!